Welcome to week 4 of 4 weeks to splits. They say it only takes 21 days to create a new habit, a healthy habit, and you're in week 4, so you've already done that. Congratulations. This week we're going to continue building on the technique of active and passive stretching so that you guys can take away from this course building that into your own practice and safely knowing how to incorporate it for your benefit without causing any injury. So if you'd like to find yourself in a comfortable seated position, however that may be, if your hips are feeling tight, don't be afraid to sit on a block or a cushion. I stress using props a lot during this 4-week course because they're very helpful. Just by putting a block under my butt, it tips the pelvis forward automatically. So now my knees are under the hips. So this is great for your alignment. It's going to sit you up nice and tall, really effortlessly. And as your hips begin to open more, you'll be able to comfortably sit on the ground. So find a comfortable seated position, however it may be. Closing your eyes, palms to the sky, resting in your lap. Take note of how your body is feeling, letting your breath wash over you. Just acknowledging your breath, not trying to change anything. Letting your thoughts pass through as you prepare for your practice. Bringing attention to your breath, inhaling through the nose, filling the belly with air, exhaling, pulling the belly button in toward the spine, pressing out any air, and inhale through the nose, filling the belly. Exhale, belly button to spine. Really using your muscles to press the air out. And inhale through the nose. Now letting your chest rise with your breath as it deepens. And exhale like a wave, letting the chest compress, belly button to spine. And again, at your own pace. You're sending oxygen to every part of your body. Dropping your chin down towards your chest. And gently begin rolling from shoulder to shoulder. Now slowly bringing it full circle all the way around. As slowly as you need to, working out any kinks. And pausing at center, changing directions. And releasing the chin, dropping it down toward the chest. Deep breath in, bringing your head up. And exhale, we're going to twist to the left side. Right arm or right hand, left thigh, gently pressing. Sitting up nice and tall. using your breath to deepen your twist. If you want to intensify your stretch, you can look behind you. Back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisting left palm, right thigh, right arm resting behind you. Sitting nice and tall. Intensifying your stretch by looking behind you if you like, but pay attention to your body and listen to its cues as to what feels good and what may be too far. Back to center. I share these modifications with you because you can refer back to this at any time as your practice grows and you want to intensify things. So left arm to the floor or on a block, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to take right arm, coming over, lengthening all the way through the fingertips, not collapsing, lengthening, strengthening the spine, feeling a release in your side. And over to the right side. Extending, lengthening, being mindful of your alignment, thinking all the way from the hips to the fingertips. Back to center. Arms up to the sky. Now, reach with your fingertips up toward the sky, feeling your shoulders lift, and then bringing them back down. Trying to keep the elbows in as much as possible. If you'd like, you can always use a block with this. So this is a really great practice, strengthening, opening the shoulders, and it's really going to help you and your body learn how to align yourself better. So again, up toward the ears, elbows in, and pressing down, activating the shoulders, aligning them. One more time, up, shoulders to the ears, and back down. Release. Very simple looking movement, but difficult if you're trying to correct posture issues like myself. So coming to your side. All the way down to your mat. Give yourself a moment to adjust your spine to get comfortable. Arms out to the side. Lifting your butt over and scooting it to the right. You are just going to drop the knees down toward the left. And ideally, you want your shoulders flat on the ground. But if that's not the case, modify your stretch to make it more comfortable. And you can remove your props as your body releases. If you want to intensify this stretch, look over to your right hand. Breathing into this. Coming back to center. Taking a moment to align your spine. And we're going to slide over to the left, allowing the legs to fall to the right. Gently twisting, making any modifications you need.
working to release the shoulders down to the floor, allowing for a deep spinal twist. Coming back to center. Aligning the spine. Extending the right leg up to the sky. Drawing the toes back. And keeping a bend in your leg. If it is too tight in your hamstring, straighten very slowly. And if you hyperextend, be mindful of this. You want to keep a slight bend in your knee so that you don't go beyond the safe point. With your leg there extending up toward the ceiling, you can begin to release the left leg down, or you can keep it up depending on your practice. Give yourself a moment, make any adjustments. And grabbing your strap, we're going to wrap around the ball of the foot. Shoulders down on the mat, and you're going to very slowly come in and out of this stretch, using your breath to release. So inhale, exhale, deepening your stretch. Listen to your body, follow your limits, and come in and out of this as much as you need to. Focusing on the hamstrings. You can also change your foot position, pointing the toes or curling the toes back will create a different stretch. So play around with that. When I curl my toes back, I get a deep stretch right in my calves. So if anyone has very tight calves, try pulling the toes back towards you and just going in and out. Breathing into your stretch. And slowly coming back down. Taking a moment to adjust, relax the spine. Let your shoulders sink into the mat. And slowly begin to draw the left leg up toward the sky. Pressing up toward the sky. And at the same time, pressing your shoulders down into the mat. You want to feel this lengthening feeling in your leg all the way to your toes. And just like the right side, listen to your body. Come in and out of the stretch as much as you need to. Be mindful of your body. Make sure you're engaging that right leg. Even if you have it up, keep it engaged. You're going to keep that foot pressed onto the mat. You're going to keep that leg pressed down to the mat. And go in and out of your stretch as much as you need to. Breathing into the hamstrings, the calves, wherever you're feeling it. No matter what point you're at, this stretch is going to be effective for you as long as you're mindful of your alignment, which is what we're doing. And slowly come up, release, drawing the knees into the chest, hugging them, and just gently rocking from side to side, releasing any tension in the back. And letting the hips open. If you can, go ahead and grab your toes, just like a baby. And again, rock, releasing tension in your spine. letting the hips release. And rotating to the point where your knees actually touch the ground. This is a bit of a mental trick, but as you do that and they feel the ground, your hips are going to open more. So just give yourself a moment in this position. Think about how happy babies are when they do this. And slowly draw the knees in, giving yourself a hug. Stretching the legs out, arms overhead. Drawing the knees in. And we're going to very slowly sit up. With our knees at a 45-degree angle or a little lower. We're going to take the right leg, cross it over the knee. If you need to have your leg out straight or just make any adjustments you need to, or maybe you need to come down all the way on the mat or back on your elbows. Ideally, you want that right leg right on the thigh. Stay off of your joints just for safety. And we're going to be working on pressing that right knee away from us. It's going to open the hips. This is a really great release for sciatic as well. You'll feel it right across the band on your glutes. So pressing that knee away from yourself. And come in and out of this as much as you need to. Breathing into it. Finding your position that works well for you. Intensifying the stretch as much as you like. This is your practice. Don't limit yourself, but listen to your body. Releasing yourself all the way down to the mat. Letting that right leg down, extending it out. Releasing the left leg. When you're ready, drawing that right knee up, 45-degree angle. Left leg resting across that right thigh. Imagining yourself just, someone's pulling that knee. It's just opening the hips. You're pushing away. And begin to modify your stretch however you like. If you want to come up on your elbows, intensifying the stretch a bit. Breathe into the glutes. Wherever you feel tension, focus on those muscles and breathe into them. Every time you breathe into them, you're going to feel them release a little bit more. All right, letting the legs out. Straight out in front of you, shake them out. All right. Sitting right up on your sit bones. If you need to adjust things, get comfortable with it. It's just the body. Sometimes it gets in the way. So make any adjustments you need to find yourself very comfortable in this position. Just like any other seated position, if you are having a lot of tightness in your hips and you find yourself just unable to comfortably get here and it's causing your pelvis to tip back, please modify. Use a pillow, use a block. Put it right under your sit bones, and it's going to take your pelvis from here to here. It's just gonna allow you to rotate easier, folding from the hips. So make modifications you need to make. Sitting up nice and tall, arms up, deep breath in, and we're going to extend and release. Wherever you are in this stretch, no matter what, if it's here or you're laid flat out on your legs, be mindful of your alignment. Focus on the hamstrings. Focus on the calves, the glutes, wherever you're having tension. If you want to use a strap to make any adjustments. Do what works best for you. Coming back up, drawing the legs in, and we're going to come to a kneeling position. Hands on the mat, curling your toes under, knees shoulder width apart, and we are just going to come back very slowly, releasing the tension in our arches, stretching the toes, feeling the release in your calves, the back of your ankles. Come in and out of this as much as you need to. We tend to neglect this area, but it actually does affect our flexibility a lot. Now coming up to a kneeling position. You can extend the toes out or keep them curled, whatever works for you. Pressing those thighs forward like there's an imaginary wall. We are going to take the right arm up, over and back, placing it at the top of your glutes, and just extending that right arm up to the sky, pressing the thighs forward. We are going to open the chest. And you're going to listen to your body start gently. Supporting yourself on that flexed, strong glute. Slowly coming up. Releasing the arms down. Right arm up, over and back. Resting on the top of your glute, flexing your butt, feeling it, literally feeling it with your hand, and pressing those thighs forward into that imaginary wall. Left arm up, gently opening the chest. Slowly coming up, releasing the arms, coming down all the way to the mat into child's pose. Releasing the spine. Deep breath. Slowly rolling back up. Coming to a butterfly position. Wrapping the hands around your feet or a strap, depending on your mobility. Modify these poses to make them really effective and safe for you. So sitting up nice and tall,
We're going to just gently press the knees down toward the mat. You're stronger than you think you are. Press them down and release. Deep breath in. On the exhale, pressing down. Inhale, release. Now just gently flutter the knees up and down, rocking from side to side, feeling the knees touch the ground. We have to train our mind and body. You can do this. Okay, deep breath in. Exhale, pressing them down, feeling them sink lower. Wonderful. Knees in, hug. And now we're gonna come wide straddle. So again, listen to your body wherever you're at in your practice is wonderful. Get comfortable. Take a moment to rock your pelvis. Find your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Legs are out. We're going to gently put our hands down on the floor, mat, props, whatever you're using, and just come forward very slowly. Being mindful of the spine. Feeling the release of tension, especially in our inner thighs. Breathing into them. Slowly coming back up. Give yourself a moment in the center, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, and we're going to come to the right side. Slowly walking yourself out over that right leg. You want to think of bringing your chest over the leg instead of to the center. Come over.
It's like forgetting the words to your favorite song. You can't believe
Slowly coming back up to center.
you were always singing
Giving yourself a moment here.
so easy,
Feeling the difference between your hips.
so sweet.
Deep breath in. Twist and rotate over that left leg. Coming in and out as you need to.
Try to feel the beat.
Slowly coming up, back to center. Sink a little deeper into your side straddle. And slowly come forward again. Sinking into that center split. Breathing into it. Every day is going to be different, but with this practice, every time you're going to get closer. And soon you're going to be in a pancake split. Slowly coming back up. Drawing the legs in. Hugging the knees to the chest. And we're going to come over tabletop position, drawing that left leg in. And coming up, getting your balance. Take a moment to get centered. Feeling the hips align. And we're very slowly going to sink into our low lunge. You can come in and out of this as you need to. Feeling the hips open.
Knee over ankle. Alignment is very important. Just continue to breathe into this. Slowly coming up, gently back, leaving a nice bend in your knees as you need to. And forward again into your low lunge. Feeling yourself sink a little deeper. And back one more time. And very slowly into your side split. Giving yourself time here to align. Your hips have a tendency to go this way and open. You are going to get much more effective, safer split if your hips are parallel, straight. And you can always curl the toes under. This will change the way it feels on your knee. You may have an easier time aligning. Play around in it. Slowly bringing that left leg in. Tabletop position. And we're going to draw the right leg up. Coming up, getting balance, finding your center. Sinking into the low lunge. Allowing the hips to open. And coming back. Feeling the hamstrings release.
Call me up and I'll come over every single time. In your driveway,
Coming back into your low lunge. Feeling yourself sink deeper.
in your bedroom, in the dark, we play with all mistakes. After midnight,
And coming back.
but I stay wide awake.
Breathing into the hamstrings.
Morning comes and we
Nice straight spine. Back into your low lunge. And when you're ready, releasing down. Side split, sinking into it. Again, mindful of your alignment. Don't be afraid to sit here for a moment. Use your props. Make your practice comfortable and very effective. Breathing into it. And drawing that right knee back and into child's pose.
see your headlights, feel my heart rate slowly start to climb. In my doorway, we on top, there's nothing left to say. Grab your hair and pull you close, but I am miles away. Morning comes and we start over.
Pushing yourself back up. Find an uncomfortable seated position. Palms facing the sky, closing your eyes. Just acknowledge how you're feeling, your breath, the way your body feels physically.
your joints, your muscles. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Thank you for joining me in this 4-week program. I hope you've truly enjoyed it, and it's been a pleasure sharing what I love with you.